Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to dive deep into a topic that can dramatically change your life. We are going to explore the 5 things you should never share with anyone. Now, you might be thinking, what could be so important that I need to keep it to myself? Well, let me tell you, these 5 things are the keys to your personal power, your success, and your happiness. Imagine you are building a fortress. This fortress represents your life, your dreams, and your goals. The walls of this fortress are made up of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your actions. But here's the thing. Just like a real fortress, there are certain weak points that, if exposed, could bring the whole structure tumbling down. These 5 things we are about to discuss are those weak points. They are the secret passageways, the hidden entrances that, if discovered by others, could give them the power to infiltrate your fortress and potentially sabotage your success. But don't worry. By the end of this talk, you will not only know what these 5 things are, but you will also understand why keeping them to yourself is crucial for your personal and professional growth. You will learn how to protect these aspects of your life and use them as a source of strength and motivation. So, are you ready to unlock the secrets to safeguarding your success? Are you prepared to take control of your life in a way you never thought possible? Then let's begin our journey to the 5 things you should never share with anyone. Number 1, your big dreams and ambitious goals. The first thing you should keep close to your chest is your big dreams and ambitious goals. Now you might be thinking, but should not I share my dreams? Won't that help me stay accountable? And that's a fair question. But let me explain why keeping your grandest aspirations to yourself can be a game changer. You see, when you have a big dream, a goal, so audacious it makes your heart race just thinking about it, that dream becomes a powerful source of energy. It's like a fire burning inside you, driving you forward, pushing you to grow and evolve. But here's the catch. Sharing that dream prematurely can actually diminish its power. Why? Because when you share your dreams, you open yourself up to other people's opinions, doubts, and fears. And let's face it, not everyone will understand or support your vision. Some might even try to discourage you, not out of malice, but because they are projecting their own limitations onto you. Think about it. How many times have you heard stories of great achievers who were told their dreams were impossible? Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. The Beatles were rejected by a record label because guitar groups are on the way out. If these visionaries had let those early criticisms deter them, the world would be a very different place today. But it's not just about avoiding negativity. There's a psychological aspect to this as well. Research has shown that when we share our goals, we get a premature sense of completeness. Our brain, in a way, tricks us into feeling like we have already achieved something just by talking about it. This can reduce our motivation to actually do the hard work required to turn that dream into reality. Instead of sharing your big dreams, nurture them privately. Let them grow strong roots in the fertile soil of your mind before exposing them to the harsh elements of the outside world. Use your dreams as a secret source of fuel, driving you forward when times get tough. This doesn't mean you should never talk about your aspirations, but be selective. Choose carefully who you confide in, and even then, consider sharing your progress rather than your end goal. Talk about the steps you are taking, the small victories you are achieving. This way, you are still getting support and accountability, but you are protecting the core of your dream. Remember, every great achievement started as a private thought in someone's mind. The Wright brothers didn't announce to the world they were going to invent the airplane. They quietly worked on their vision, protected it, nurtured it, until they were ready to show the world what they had accomplished. So guard your dreams fiercely. Let them be the secret fire that burns within you, propelling you forward when others might falter. Your big dreams are the seeds of your future success. Plant them deep, water them with your efforts, and let them grow strong before you reveal them to the world. Number 2, your personal struggles and insecurities. The second thing you should be cautious about sharing is your personal struggles and insecurities. Now, this might sound counterintuitive in a world that often encourages vulnerability and openness. But hear me out, because understanding this principle could be the key to maintaining your mental strength and resilience. We all face challenges. We all have moments of doubt, fear, and insecurity. It's part of the human experience. But here's the thing. Constantly voicing these struggles can reinforce them in your mind and potentially give others leverage over you. Think of your mind as a garden. Your thoughts are the seeds you plant in this garden. Every time you voice a fear or insecurity, you are essentially planting that seed and giving it attention. The more you talk about it, the more you water that seed, allowing it to grow and take root in your mental landscape. Instead of sharing your struggles with everyone, develop the habit of addressing them privately. This doesn't mean you should never seek help or support, but be selective about who you confide in and how much you reveal. When you keep your personal struggles primarily to yourself, you develop a crucial skill, self-reliance. You learn to be your own source of strength. You become adept at solving your own problems, which in turn builds your confidence and resilience. Moreover, in the professional world, oversharing your insecurities can sometimes be perceived as a weakness. While it's important to be authentic, constantly voicing your doubts and fears might make others question your capabilities or reliability. Instead of focusing on your struggles, concentrate on solutions. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience? This positive, solution-oriented mindset will not only help you overcome obstacles, but will also project an image of strength and competence to others. Remember, everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. By keeping your personal struggles private, you are not being dishonest. You are simply choosing to present your best self to the world while dealing with your challenges in a more constructive manner. This doesn't mean you should never open up. Having a trusted confidant, be it a close friend, a family member, or a professional counselor, can be incredibly valuable. But choose these confidants wisely and use these conversations as a means to gain perspective and strength, not as a way to simply vent or seek sympathy. By keeping your personal struggles largely to yourself, you are also protecting your reputation and relationships. People are naturally drawn to positivity and strength. When you consistently present a resilient, solution-focused demeanor, you become a source of inspiration for others. They'll see you as someone who can weather any storm, someone they can rely on and look up to. Moreover, when you do overcome a significant challenge, your triumph becomes all the more powerful. Instead of being known for your struggles, you become known for your victories. This creates a positive cycle where your reputation for resilience attracts more opportunities and support, further fueling your success. So, the next time you're faced with a personal struggle or insecurity, pause before sharing it widely. Ask yourself, is voicing this going to help me overcome it, or am I just seeking temporary relief? Often you will find that keeping these challenges to yourself, addressing them privately, and focusing on solutions rather than problems is the most empowering path forward. Remember, your inner world is your fortress. Guard it carefully, nurture it wisely, and let your actions, not your words, show the world your strength and character. Number 3, your financial status and wealth. The third item on our list of things you should never share is your financial status and wealth. This might seem obvious to some, but you'd be surprised how many people make the mistake of openly discussing their financial situation, whether they are doing well or struggling. Let's start with the reasons why you shouldn't broadcast your wealth, even if you're doing exceptionally well financially. First and foremost, money has a way of changing relationships. When people know you have significant wealth, it can alter how they perceive and interact with you. Some might start seeing you as a potential source of loans or financial support, which can strain relationships. Others might feel intimidated or resentful, creating unnecessary tension. Moreover, in the professional world, being known for your wealth can sometimes work against you. Colleagues might assume you don't need opportunities or promotions as much as they do. In negotiations, whether for a job or a business deal, the other party might try to leverage your perceived wealth against you. On the flip side, if you are going through financial difficulties, sharing this information widely can also be detrimental. It might cause others to lose confidence in your abilities or judgment. In business, it could make partners or clients hesitant to work with you. And on a personal level, it might attract people who want to take advantage of your vulnerable situation. Instead of openly discussing your financial status, focus on living according to your values and long-term financial goals. If you are doing well, there's no need to flaunt it. Let your actions and your character speak for themselves. Be generous, but do it quietly and thoughtfully. Support causes you believe in, invest in your personal growth, and create opportunities for others without making a show of it. If you are facing financial challenges, approach them as problems to be solved, rather than burdens to be shared. Seek advice from financial professionals or trusted mentors who can provide objective guidance without being emotionally involved. Remember, your financial journey is just that, a journey. It's not a fixed state. By keeping your financial status private, you give yourself the freedom to navigate this journey without the added pressure of others' expectations or judgments. This doesn't mean you should never discuss money. Having open conversations about finances with your spouse or immediate family is important for maintaining healthy relationships and achieving shared goals. But even in these close relationships, focus on discussing financial strategies, goals, and values rather than specific numbers. In your professional life, let your work ethic, skills, and results speak for themselves. Whether you are wealthy or facing challenges, your value in the workplace should be based on your contributions, not your bank account. By keeping your financial status private, you are also protecting yourself from potential security risks. Unfortunately, visible wealth can sometimes make you a target for theft or fraud. By maintaining a low profile financially, you are adding an extra layer of security to your life and assets. Moreover, keeping your wealth private allows you to have more genuine relationships. When people don't know your financial status, they are more likely to relate to you based on who you are as a person, not what you have. This can lead to more authentic connections and experiences. If you are doing well financially, use that as inner motivation. Let it be a quiet source of confidence that fuels your ambitions and allows you to take calculated risks. If you are facing challenges, let that be the fire that drives you to innovate, learn, and grow. Remember, true wealth isn't just about money in the bank. It's about the richness of your experiences, the depth of your relationships, and the impact you have on the world around you. By keeping your financial status private, you are ensuring that these more important aspects of wealth remain at the forefront of how you are perceived and how you perceive yourself. In the end, your financial status is a tool, not a defining characteristic. Use it wisely, manage it privately, and let your actions and character be what the world sees and remembers about you. Number 4, your future plans and strategies. The fourth crucial element you should keep close to your chest is your future plans and strategies. This applies to both your personal life and your professional endeavors. While it might be tempting to share your exciting plans for the future, there are several compelling reasons why keeping them private can be a powerful strategy for success. First, let's consider the competitive advantage of keeping your plans to yourself. In the business world, your strategies and future plans are essentially your roadmap to success. If you share these freely, you are giving your competitors a chance to anticipate your moves, potentially copy your ideas, or even worse, actively work to block your progress. Think about it like a chess game. A skilled chess player doesn't announce their strategy to their opponent. They keep their plans hidden, revealing them only through their actions when the time is right. By keeping your future plans private, you are maintaining this strategic advantage in the game of life and business. But it's not just about competition. Sharing your plans prematurely can also lead to unnecessary pressure and expectations from others. When you announce your intentions to the world, you are inadvertently creating an audience for your journey. This audience will have expectations, opinions, and judgments about your progress and decisions. While some might argue that this creates accountability, it can often lead to added stress and the temptation to make decisions based on others' expectations rather than what's truly best for your goals. By keeping your plans private, you give yourself the freedom to adapt, pivot, and even completely change direction without feeling like you are letting anyone down or facing external judgment. Moreover, plans are often fluid and subject to change as you gather more information and experience. When you keep your plans private, you have the flexibility to refine and adjust them without having to explain every change to others. This flexibility is crucial in today's fast-paced world, where adaptability is often the key to success. There's also a psychological benefit to keeping your plans private. When you share your plans widely, you can sometimes experience a false sense of progress. The act of talking about your plans can give you a premature sense of accomplishment, potentially reducing your motivation to actually follow through. By keeping your plans to yourself, you maintain that internal drive and hunger to turn your visions into reality. This doesn't mean you should never discuss your plans with anyone. Having a small, trusted circle of advisors or mentors can be invaluable. These should be people who can provide meaningful insight, challenge your thinking constructively, and support your growth. But even with this inner circle, be selective about what you share and when. In your personal life, keeping your plans private can help you avoid the pitfalls of social comparison. When you constantly share your plans and goals, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing your progress to others or feeling the need to compete. By keeping your plans to yourself, you can focus on your own journey without the distractions of how you measure up to others. Remember, some of the most successful people in history were those who worked quietly on their visions before revealing them to the world. Steve Jobs was famously secretive about Apple's product plans. J.K. Rowling wrote much of the first Harry Potter book in cafes without telling many people what she was working on. They understood the power of nurturing their ideas in private before sharing them with the world. When you do achieve your goals or reach significant milestones, the impact can be much greater. Instead of people seeing a long, possibly messy journey, they see the impressive results. This can be particularly powerful in business, where perceived success often leads to more opportunities. In your personal life, keeping your plans private allows you to pursue your passions and dreams without the weight of others' expectations. Whether it's a career change, a personal project, or a life transition, giving yourself the space to explore and develop your plans in private can lead to more authentic and fulfilling outcomes. So, as you contemplate your future and make your plans, remember the power of privacy. Nurture your ideas, refine your strategies, and work diligently towards your goals. Let your actions speak louder than your words. When the time is right, your achievements will speak for themselves, often with far more impact than any premature announcements ever could. By keeping your future plans and strategies private, you are not being secretive or unsocial. You are being strategic, giving yourself the best possible environment to turn your visions into reality. You're protecting your dreams, maintaining your competitive edge, and setting yourself up for success on your own terms. Number 5, your true feelings about others. The 5th and final item on our list of things you should never share is your true feelings about others, especially if those feelings are negative. This might seem counterintuitive in a world that often values transparency and open communication, but hear me out. There's profound wisdom in being selective about sharing your opinions of others. First, let's consider the professional implications. In the workplace, openly sharing negative feelings about colleagues, superiors, or subordinates can create a toxic environment. It can damage team dynamics, hinder collaboration, and even jeopardize your own career prospect. Remember, in professional settings, your ability to work effectively with a diverse range of personalities is often more valued than your personal feelings about individuals. Even if you are in a position of authority, constantly voicing negative opinions about team members can undermine morale and productivity. Great leaders know how to address issues constructively without resorting to personal criticism or gossip. But this principle extends beyond the workplace. In your personal life, being too open with your negative feelings about others can strain relationships, create unnecessary drama, and even damage your reputation. People who are known for speaking negatively about others behind their backs are often less trusted and respected. Moreover, when you frequently express negative feelings about others, you are cultivating a critical mindset. This can lead to a negative outlook on life in general, affecting your own happiness and well-being. It's like the old saying goes, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. There's more wisdom in this simple advice than you might initially think. Now, this doesn't mean you should be inauthentic or never address issues with others. But there's a big difference between addressing a specific behavior or action and sharing your overall negative feelings about a person. When you need to address a problem, focus on the specific issue at hand, rather than making sweeping judgments about the individual. This approach is not only more productive, but also maintains professional and personal relationships. Consider the power of keeping your true feelings to yourself, especially when they're negative. By doing so, you are giving yourself time to process these emotions, gain perspective, and respond in a more measured and constructive way. Often, our initial negative reactions are based on incomplete information or misunderstandings. By pausing before sharing these feelings, you give yourself the opportunity to gather more information and potentially change your perspective. This restraint also gives you a strategic advantage. In both personal and professional settings, the ability to maintain a neutral facade can be incredibly valuable. It allows you to navigate complex social situations more effectively, build stronger relationships, and avoid burning bridges that you might need to cross in the future. Remember, once words are spoken, they can't be taken back. In today's interconnected world, where information travels fast and far, a moment of unguarded negativity can have long-lasting consequences. By keeping your negative feelings private, you are protecting yourself from potential backlash and maintaining a reputation for professionalism and emotional intelligence. Instead of sharing negative feelings, focus on solutions and positive actions. If someone's behavior is problematic, consider how you can address the issue constructively, or if necessary, limit your interactions with that person. This approach is far more productive than venting your frustrations to others. By refraining from sharing negative feelings, you're also protecting your own mental and emotional well-being. Constantly expressing negativity can reinforce those feelings in your own mind, leading to a cycle of negativity that can be hard to break. Instead, try to cultivate a mindset of understanding and empathy. Everyone is fighting their own battles, and often what we perceive as negative behavior of others is a result of their own struggles and insecurities. On the flip side, be equally cautious about sharing overly positive feelings, especially in professional settings. While it's great to appreciate and support your colleagues, gushing about how much you admire someone can sometimes be perceived as insincere or unprofessional. It can also create awkward situations if those feelings aren't reciprocated or if they change over time. In personal relationships, while it's important to express love and appreciation to those close to you, be mindful of oversharing these feelings with others. Constantly talking about how much you adore your partner or how proud you are of your children can sometimes come across as boastful or make others uncomfortable. The key is to find a balance. Be kind, be professional, and be supportive, but maintain a level of emotional discretion. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Show appreciation through your behavior, your work ethic, and your reliability rather than through effusive praise. Remember, your feelings are your own. They are a part of your inner world, and you have the right to keep them private. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or being inauthentic. It means being selective about how and when you express them. By mastering the art of keeping your true feelings about others to yourself, you are developing a crucial life skill. You are learning to navigate complex social and professional environments with grace and wisdom. You are giving yourself the space to process your emotions privately and respond to situations in a more measured and effective way. This practice also helps you develop stronger emotional intelligence. By not immediately reacting to every feeling you have about others, you are training yourself to be more observant, more understanding, and more strategic in your interactions. You are learning to see beyond your immediate emotional reactions and consider the bigger picture. Moreover, by keeping your feelings private, you are creating a safe space for others to be themselves around you. When people know that you are not likely to judge them harshly or gossip about them behind their backs, they are more likely to trust you and open up to you. This can lead to deeper, more meaningful relationships, both personally and professionally. In leadership roles, this skill becomes even more crucial. Great leaders know how to maintain a positive, motivating presence even when they are dealing with challenging team dynamics or difficult individuals. They address issues directly and professionally without letting their personal feelings cloud their judgment or affect team morale. It's also worth noting that keeping your feelings private doesn't mean you can't seek support or advice when needed. It's about being selective about who you confide in and how you express your concerns. Having a trusted mentor, a close friend, or a professional counselor with whom you can discuss your feelings in a confidential setting can be incredibly valuable. These controlled environments allow you to process your emotions and gain perspective without risking professional relationships or your reputation. As you practice keeping your feelings about others private, you might find that many of these feelings, especially negative ones, begin to lose their power over you. When we constantly vocalize our frustrations or dislikes, we often end up reinforcing those negative feelings. By keeping them to ourselves, we create space for those feelings to dissipate or for our perspective to change. This practice also encourages self-reflection. Instead of immediately externalizing your feelings about others, take a moment to reflect on why you are feeling that way. Is there something you can learn from this situation? Is there a way you can use this as an opportunity for personal growth? Often, our strongest reactions to others reveal something about ourselves that we might need to address. In the long run, mastering this skill can lead to a more peaceful, harmonious life. You will find yourself embroiled in less drama, involved in fewer conflicts, and generally perceived as a stable, reliable presence in both your personal and professional circle. This reputation can open doors and create opportunities that might not be available to those who are known for being overly expressive or critical of others. Remember, at the end of the day, the only person whose thoughts and feelings you can truly control are your own. By choosing to keep your feelings about others private, you are taking full responsibility for your emotional life. You are choosing to respond to the world around you in a thoughtful, measured way rather than simply reacting to every emotion that arises. This doesn't mean becoming cold or unfeeling. On the contrary, it means developing a deeper, more nuanced understanding of your own emotions and those of others. It means cultivating compassion and empathy, even for those who challenge you. It means recognizing that everyone, including yourself, is on their own journey of growth and learning. Challenge yourself to be more mindful of how you express your feelings about others. Before you speak, ask yourself, is it necessary, is it kind, is it helpful, will expressing this feeling contribute positively to the situation or relationship? If the answer to these questions is no, consider keeping that feeling to yourself. Instead of focusing on your feelings about others, channel that energy into your own personal and professional development. Use any negative emotions as fuel for self-improvement. Let your frustrations with others inspire you to be a better colleague, friend, or leader. Let your admiration for others motivate you to cultivate those admirable qualities in yourself. By mastering the skill of emotional discretion, you are not just improving your relationships and professional prospects, you are cultivating inner peace and emotional maturity. You are developing the kind of wisdom and self-control that is the hallmark of truly successful individuals. Remember this, your feelings about others are powerful. They can shape your reality, influence your decisions, and impact your relationships. By choosing to keep these feelings private, you are not suppressing them. You are mastering them. You are using them as tools for personal growth, rather than letting them control your actions and words. This practice, like all the others we have discussed today, is about personal empowerment. It's about taking control of your life, your relationships, and your future. It's about recognizing that true strength often lies not in what we express, but in what we choose to keep to ourselves. Guard your big dreams and ambitious goals. Keep your personal struggles and insecurities close to your chest. Be discreet about your financial status and wealth. Protect your future plans and strategies. And master the art of keeping your true feelings about others to yourself. Remember, success is not just about what you achieve, but about who you become in the process. By practicing discretion and self-control in these 5 areas, you are setting yourself up for success in all areas of life. You are becoming the kind of person who can navigate any challenge, build strong relationships, and achieve remarkable things. The path to success is not always easy, but with these tools in your arsenal, you are well equipped to handle whatever comes your way. Your journey starts now. Embrace these principles, apply them consistently, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible.